Google's next-generation phones, the Pixel 10 Pro and Pixel 10 Pro XL, are now making headlines, but not necessarily for the right reasons. According to a major leak from Android Headlines, the upcoming devices might look and feel very similar to last year's Pixel 9 Pro and Pixel 9 Pro XL, and when we say similar, we mean almost identical both in design and in hardware. Let's start with the Pixel 10 Pro. It reportedly features a 6.3-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2856 by 1280 pixels. The screen supports up to 3000 nits of brightness and comes with a smooth 120Hz refresh rate, just like last year's model. Corning Gorilla Glass Victus offers protection against scratches and minor drops. Under the hood, there's an upgrade in the processor. The Pixel 10 Pro will be powered by Google's new Tensor G5 chip, which is said to be based on advanced 3nm technology and manufactured by TSMC. This is a shift from the previous Tensor G4, which was built using 4nm tech and developed in partnership with Samsung. While that sounds impressive, it might not be enough of a leap in real-world performance to excite most users. Memory-wise, the Pixel 10 Pro keeps things top-tier with 16GB of RAM. It will be available in 128GB, 256GB, 512GB, and even 1TB storage options. The camera setup includes a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 48-megapixel telephoto camera with 5x optical zoom. The front camera jumps to 42 megapixel, which sounds good on paper, but once again, the improvements may be minimal unless Google has made significant changes to the camera sensors or processing. Battery capacity sees a small bump to 4,870 mAh, compared to the Pixel 9 Pro's 4,700 mAh. Wired charging speeds improve slightly as well, from 27 watt to 29 watt, while wireless charging remains at 15 watt. These numbers are only small upgrades, and for many users, they may not justify buying a new flagship phone. Now, moving on to the larger Pixel 10 Pro XL, this model comes with a 6.8-inch OLED screen, offering a resolution of 2990 by 1340 for pixels. It also features up to 3000 nits of brightness and a 120Hz refresh rate. Just like the smaller version, it's protected by Gorilla Glass Victus 2. The Pixel 10 Pro XL also runs on the new Tensor G5 processor with 16GB of RAM, but here's one of the few notable upgrades. The base model starts at 256GB of internal storage, compared to 128GB on last year's entry-level Pixel 9 Pro XL. Higher-tier options include 512GB and 1TB as well. On the camera front, the XL version carries the same 50-megapixel plus 48-megapixel plus 48-megapixel triple rear camera setup, along with a 42-megapixel front camera. Again, these are the same resolutions as before, and while the actual sensors could be improved, the leaked specs don't show any major changes. Battery capacity has increased from 5060 mAh in the Pixel 9 Pro XL to 5200 mAh in the Pixel 10 Pro XL. Wired charging also sees a slight boost from 37 watt to 39 watt. Wireless charging stays the same at 15 watt. Now, here's something that might affect buying decisions: the price. Well, the Pixel 10 Pro is expected to stay at $999 for the 128GB model. The Pixel 10 Pro XL might get more expensive. The entry-level version of the XL model is rumored to cost $1,199 instead of last year's $1,099, although it does offer more storage at 256GB. So what's the takeaway here? The Pixel 10 Pro and 10 Pro 40 seem to follow a pattern we've seen before: minor upgrades in specs, same design, and a new chip that may or may not offer significant performance gains. The charging speeds and battery improvements are small, and while the higher storage options might be useful to some users, they're not enough to get everyone excited. unless Google has some big software tricks or camera processing improvements that haven't leaked yet. The Pixel 10 series may struggle to stand out in a crowded market full of more innovative upgrades from competitors. Right now, the leaked specs are painting a picture of phones that feel like safe, incremental updates rather than exciting leaps forward. And that might leave even die-hard Pixel fans asking, why upgrade? Stay tuned for more confirmed details as we get closer to the official launch. But for now, it looks like the Pixel 10 Pro and 10 Pro 40 may not be the game changers people were hoping for.